everybody, welcome to the Fair Hair Trilogy. Today we're going to be reviewing Wicked King by Holly Black. I'm Lindsay.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Callie. Jude has found the Wicked King. So, it's the Wicked King. I was wondering who actually was going to be the Wicked King. Cardan to her and made herself the power behind the throne. Navigating the constantly shifting political alliances of Fairy would be difficult enough if Cardan were biddable. But he does everything in his power to humiliate and undermine her, even as his fascination with her remains undiminished. When it becomes all too clear that someone close to Jude means to betray her, threatening her life and the lives of everyone she loves, Jude must uncover the traitor and fight her own complicated feelings for Cardan to maintain control as a mortal in a fairy world. Same Jude. From author Holly Black comes an enchanting and bloodthirsty sequel to the New York Times bestselling novel, The Cruel Prince. First of all, cover art, beautiful. I love the inside jacket, or like the book cover.
Isn't it you, Callie, who mentioned about symbolism of the water? I didn't even catch that, but Callie was the one who was like, ooh, it must have to do with the people of the sea.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, it's just different corals and stuff, but y'all, that was crazy. I guess some of our theories came true.
Complicated feelings.
Complicated feelings. Also, who did you think was going to betray her? Who did you think it was going to be?
I didn't think it was going to be the ghost.
You didn't?
No.
I thought it was going to be the bomb, and I thought it was going to be the ghost. I for sure thought it was going to be Taryn.
I thought that was just Nicasia saying something to throw her off. You know, like
She can't lie.
Oh yeah.
She couldn't lie. Because
But remember she said though it could have been from back in the day. It could have been like a warped type of thing. You remember she explained that? Like,
oh, that's true.
the deception. They have deception, but they can't lie.
Right, like they can still manipulate even with telling the complete truth.
So who'd you think it was going to be?
I thought Taryn, you know, who you would think of first of all. So I didn't really have it. I don't know. I didn't really know.
I feel like Taryn already betrayed her.
Right. It was like the obvious choice.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, obviously it's not going to be Taryn. So
Could have been Matic.
But she did too.
yeah.
I will say that I thought, because of the comment that was made by one of our Trilogy tribe last week, that her writing style kind of lends to, like, we assume things. I was like, okay, who do I least assume? And it should have been the ghost because he wasn't there.
Yeah, I wonder if we were to reread it, if we would pick up on the ghost being shifty.
Probably. I didn't highlight anything. The only thing that I had was this little tab and it says it's a trick.
When they got married.
Oh, I was about to say.
Spoilers!
Oh.
Spoilers.
They should know by now.
Yeah.
When he was like, why don't you become the Queen of Fairy? I was like, this is a trick. She did the right thing by saying now. But if she didn't say now, then he would have found another loophole. Like, she was going to lose either way. She was going to lose control of him either way. But he did to her what she wanted him to do to Nicasia.
Did it ever explain how to not be married anymore?
The way that they said their vows was for us to be married until we don't want to be anymore. And referencing Oak, when he comes into power, that's when we're not going to want to be married. So like 10 years from now.
No, but I still feel like maybe she still has a one-up.
What do you mean?
She's still Queen of Fairy.
Right, no,
Right.
yeah, that's still, she's
But
completely,
Here's another thing. Let us be wed until we wish for it to be otherwise, and the crown has passed from our hands. So why wouldn't he have just looked at her and said, I'm not married to you anymore?
Does it have to be mutual? Till we don't want to be married anymore.
And see, I ended the book and I thought he's just playing another game. He's got something going on to where he needed her to go away, but like he still loves her, still wants to be married to her. Like it was nothing like betraying her.
I don't think so this time.
No. Still holding out hope because I love him.
You were right though. They did get married.
Yes, I remember I was watching that video and I was like, oh, I did say that, didn't I? Because I just wanted them to so badly.
I know. I really wanted them to be married and happy and genuinely in love, but I think that maybe it goes back to how he showed love to his father. Like when his father thought he was wicked, he would be more wicked. Like that's how he received love, like, or showed love. So I'm like, I'm wondering if it comes into that.
Like, did you believe him when he told her all that stuff? Or do you think he was just manipulating? And he was like, this is the way I am, this is why I treat you so terribly. Or was that just straight?
No, I think that was true because I can't lie. And that's what I was doing this whole time, like listening to him. I was like, okay, where's the loophole? Where's the loophole? It's a trick. Fae trickery. Man.
I think Jude is pregnant.
They didn't have sex.
Yes, they did.
Thank you. Okay, she came into my room and she was like, I think she's pregnant. I'm like, What are you talking
You
about?
guys don't think that love scene where he was on top of her and they were getting undressed?
Nothing happened though.
No, because she said it's just as much that we didn't do.
Okay. Whoa.
Same thing that I said.
You guys, drop a comment. Did they make love or not?
No.
They totally did.
No.
They totally did. Interesting.
I don't think so either.
All right. Well, I think they did, and I think that she got pregnant from it.
That's so funny. It's the same line that I said too. I was
Yeah.
like, but this is what she's, because she said
She
the
said
things
my-
we did and the things we didn't do.
Alright.
Drop a comment.
I would actually like to pull that up now.
Yeah, find it.
I don't know where it is.
That was really the I hate you thing.
Yeah, I hate you. I
He's
hate you
like,
more.
No, he was like, tell me that you hate me.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah.
And they really, this is just such a dysfunctional relationship. Like, I really don't think that there is a way to pull back from this unless it's some wild reason that he like sent her away so she would be protected. But she sees it in his eyes when
Right.
she leaves that he has gone crazy. But in the Bustle article that I read, it says that she goes back, I guess she ends up going back with Tyrion from that excerpt. But it says that there's a dark curse on the land.
I read that.
So I'm thinking that maybe he has a dark curse because it was the Isle of Ash and it's dark and it's like maybe he's just like.
And she talks about how he's connected to the land, right? Like
Right.
when they got married, the land responded to their marriage. Like he himself is connected. So
When he
if
got
there's-
drunk, they got tipsy.
Exactly.
funny.
I love that part. Like to see the way that he was connected. Like he truly was the High King. Like there's no denying it.
He was just the only one that didn't realize that.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
I thought that the Isle of Ash was in reference to his mom, Asha,
Maybe.
because I thought it was bringing up some like trauma and tragic neglect and like, you know, how they kind of were talking about. And then she was in the court and she was all dressed up and Jude was like, oh no, she's going to be acquiring influence and
I wonder who the new Sentinel will be. I don't know.
Maybe it
I'm
was
calling it
Locke,
Sinestro.
and that's why he had to be killed.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a good one.
Maybe, yeah, that makes a lot of sense for him to become the Sessional, and then she would be like, oh, now he's really gonna go crazy. I gotta kill him.
Cassia.
But he already made Nicasia ambassador. Remember?
Ambassador of the Undersea, that's
Yeah,
right.
that broke my heart. As soon as he said, because a lot of the people that love her are here, I was like,
Yeah.
That was a really cool scene when she had a mermaid tail.
yeah,
Which,
that
you
was
know, I
cool.
love mermaids. I know, that was really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that he brought up the fact that under the sea is land,
Yeah.
and volcanoes, and that's how he like spun it. I thought that was genius. I
Yeah.
thought the fact that she pretended like she was poisoned and then spit the antidote into the like she is. I thought at that moment like, wow, she's like really fey. But then she did that bizarre thing where she married him.
I thought it was really cool that she tasted the poison on his kiss. I was like, how else would you know? But it was so Carden to like, I don't know, it was like perfect writing to me.
Yeah, like she had no clue until he kissed her, and
Yeah.
she was like, oh.
But it's such a Carden thing to do to just like slap a kiss. So I think that Jude is going to be pregnant and that Carden will still hold on to some type of honor here. You know, he
Going back to the beginning, the whole Matic thing.
sired a child.
Interesting.
And even if this is true that he's now like not into Jude, he exiled her, she's gonna be like, I'm carrying your child. And he's gonna be like, oh crap, that's a prince. That's my son.
I don't want to be like my dad.
Right, come back. Let's do this.
How would you write the last book if you were Holly Black? It's a good one.
That is a good one.
I mean, I would end everything happy because that's just the way I like to end everything. I would have it be that he's doing some sort of something for good reason, and he really loves her and he's gonna bring her back, and she'll be mad, but then he'll be like, this is why I did it. She'll be like, oh, okay, and they'll live happily ever after.
The girl with the pink lipstick.
I love it. I love everything to end romantically. I know that's not gonna happen though. It's not gonna happen.
That would be awesome though. That it just like would be perfect. It's just like your look right now.
Taryn,
Just that ending that's
Taryn would be
perfect.
remarried to like someone wonderful,
I hope Taryn's
And
married to some
Oak would
maybe
be-
Carden.
and Oak would grow up.
Why? Wow.
No, I don't know why.
That
I
was
said
weird. It just came into your head.
And then Oak would be raised in the mortal world, and he'd be a good human being, and he'd come back and he'd rule, and he'd be a great ruler.
I would like that.
Too sweet.
Too
That's
sweet.
what I
Maybe
wish
too
would
sweet,
happen.
but in a perfect world.
I don't know what shifted because I love a happy ending, but I think that it would either be like a true monarch situation where maybe Jude is pregnant, she has the heir, it's not love, but it's just, they're just gonna be together in like a
Weird way.
she's queen of nothing, she just sired an heir. Or they just don't end up together, and then it's like she still lives in Fairy, but Carden's married to Nicasia and happy. She's married to somebody and happy.
And happy? He's happy with Nicasia?
I think he loves her a lot. I think it was genuine, his, you know, kissing her and everything. How would you write it?
I would make Jude pregnant, and Carden finds out and says, come back to the palace, let's raise our kid. And then she murders Carden
Okay.
after the baby is born,
Mm-hmm.
so that she is the queen until he becomes of age.
Because they have equal rule. Queens and kings
Or
have
that.
equal rule.
Yeah.
Until, so that killing him would be a good
And
solution
then
to
she's
that.
gonna raise her half-fairy child up to be a really great king.
And she'd still technically be queen of nothing.
See, because I still don't understand why Carden, like it was fishy to me that he banished her.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why I'm thinking that he was doing it for a deeper reason.
You don't think he hates her?
No, because what, she murdered Baelkin? He doesn't care about Baelkin. Baelkin was like abused him. Like you think that's like, I don't know. I feel like he has some sort of reason that he did it.
Okay.
And maybe
And
it's
she's gonna come back.
maybe it's to keep her out of the way.
Just to keep, well, okay.
maybe
No,
he-
that works. I
I
mean,
think it has to do with the Dark Curse, though. Yeah, this was a good one. It's just like a middle book, you know,
yeah.
with a great cliffhanger. Do you have like an unpopular opinion? I don't know what people are saying about these books. I don't know if people are a Jude and Carden stan, or if
Do you
they're
ship them?
No, I don't think necessarily. I think they're highly dysfunctional.
I was really rooting for him
Yeah,
until that
me too.
end there, because
Me
I
too.
thought he was turning his life around. I thought that he was being really genuine.
Do you have an unpopular opinion? I'm not a Carden and Jude stan. I don't think so. And then you said that you were rooting for him.
I was until the end where he pulled that stunt, and now wondering if he was ever changed at all.
Right, it can either go like, okay, he never changed at all, or it's a trick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we have to see how it falls. I'm still hoping that he's good. And
I'm kind of hoping that, like, as he claims the crown, he can let go of some, like, insecurities and, like, worthlessness, like, and realize that he is the High King, and start to love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that will give him some healing, like, a purpose and an identity, and, you know?
But he had the crown for like 6 months.
Yeah, but you know what they said. He didn't really think he was.
Oh,
Jude was
because
controlling
Jude was
him.
She went
right.
under the sea, and I wonder if that made him realize, like, okay, I don't need her. I made it this month. Like, I miss her,
Yeah.
and I want her to be safe, and I would like her to be my queen, but
So don't you think that's a really good thing right there? Don't you think that when she was under the sea, he would have just left her there? He
Right.
exiled her.
Why would he? Yeah.
He
That's
did
what
something
happened.
huge to get her back
yeah.
by
That's
letting
why
them
I'm telling you, it doesn't add up to me.
I'm wondering if it is a curse. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If he's
And-
cursed,
Yeah.
like
if
with
he's
not being able to
cursed,
love.
or
No,
just
like,
like
the
a magic
land.
curse.
Yeah, like
Because like it said, you know, like the dark.
Mhm.
She comes
Yeah.
in and there's like this dark kind of curse going on, and I wonder if it has to do with that lady, the lady that gave her the soup and
Yes.
the dress. I wonder if there was a twist.
Mother Mary.
Yes, yeah, because
Mara, yeah.
Because when she went in there, she was like, "Oh, I don't know about this."
The king compliments your mask. No, that was another one. That was the other person. I get to make him one. But then he didn't ever compliment the mask. So like, why did she even say that?
I bet
Maybe
it has
she's being
something to do with the
vindictive.
trick.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, he never complimented the mask, so I'm gonna put a curse.
But doesn't it sound like Beauty and the Beast almost? Doesn't it sound
Yeah.
like Tamlin's court?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When the masks were like,
Yeah,
yeah.
she said that. I thought of Lucian except for Lucian's not evil, when she was on the way on Tyrion's wedding the night before Tyrion's wedding, and she was like, I heard the foxes in the woods. Like, Locke has always reminded me of a fox because he is so like wily and stuff, and I had that feeling that it was probably in that, like he probably got her to, you know, kill him or something like that.
Are you
He
talking
tried
about?
to kill her.
Yeah. Are you talking about the writers?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was wild. So much happened. I'm gonna have to read this again, like both of these books again, but it was a lot. But if he has just got a curse, I would like for them to be together. Like if there's something going on, like where he's entranced, I would like for them to be together. If he's not,
Yeah. You said yourself, I mean, he can't lie, and he said all that stuff, so I don't know. I'm still holding out hope.
He did say some stuff.
He did, and he can't lie, so.
Do you remember where they were having a party and Carden was like, you need to go back to the palace, and she was like, no way, and Locke, the master of revels, said, where's our queen of mirth?
Yes.
And they brought her up and humiliated her or whatever, but afterwards Carden said Locke was trying to humiliate me because he knew I couldn't deny you. Like, I wonder if like Locke getting killed is like Locke trying to get the crown, or like Locke, because he's the master of revels, but he's doing like really sneaky stuff. Anyone else hear that?
Yes, I have thought that maybe him and Taryn are working their way somehow up to trying to be the king and queen.
So maybe he knew, oh, if she stays around, Locke is going to try to have her murdered or do something, so I have to send her away while Locke is murdered. Like, I think there are reasons that he could have wanted her away.
It does say right here, he says, and were you queen, you wouldn't need my obedience. You could issue all your own orders. What if she was there and like he has a plan and he had to banish her?
Do you remember when Taryn came in disguised as Jude and said, send half your army? And he's like, yeah, whatever. And then they came in afterwards and she was like, what do you mean? I didn't make you obey. And he was like, I trust you. He said that.
Yeah.
That's what I want it to be. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my god.
I think he's either like addled and like something has happened to where he feels like he is going to be in control, like he's power hungry because of the curse, or he loves her and he's trying to protect her. That
And it's like, why send her away when the bond is broken, the gesh is broken, and he could just kill her if he didn't care about her and didn't want her there.
My big thing is, why did he bring her back up from the ocean?
Yeah, because if you wanted to banish her, she's in the ocean already in a cage. Like, why? Why bring her back up just to banish her?
I don't know. He might love her and has sent her away to like protect her because maybe he thinks he's gonna die, because then she would have equal power. But then who would know? No one knows right now.
How do they prove that?
Right. If there's a magic binding when you're alone, there has to be a magic bind to unveil it, I would think, in like a crowd. Like she said, deny me. Say it.
Yeah,
And he didn't. But he was the king. Nobody's gonna make him.
They all laughed at her.
And he did. I want her to get back to Fairy so bad. I can't stand it. I don't like Taryn anymore.
I think Vivi's gonna end up helping her.
I don't like her either right now.
She's just so detached. She's kind of like forsaken her life over there. But I think that when she's really needing her and in trouble, she has all the tricks and the glamours, and
that's true. It was very well written. This was good. And a good thing I really like about Holly Black is you really have no idea what's going to happen at the end. I had no idea that was going to happen.
I don't either.
Yeah, like I just really had no idea. Like you can guess, like, oh, they're going to get married, or he's going to marry Cassia. No. It's just got to be something. Some kind of twist. That was so crazy. I would say even Sarah J. Maas can't write fairy like this. It's like she just knows fairies. I love that this little thing of poison's up the top.
Yeah,
I was like, what is that?
The
What
little
is that?
designs.
And then it was that little ball of poison.
I love the chapters under the ocean.
I do have to say, I was very, like, Jude really got on my nerves when she was in the mortal world with the roach, and she was like calling things like potato shreds. They're hash browns, Jude, and you know it. You know what a hash brown is.
I picked up on that too.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what a hash brown is. Just say the hash brown. They're not trademarked.
They're not trademarked.
Like,
She wants to be a fairy through and
I
through.
can't decide who's gonna pick Cassia or Jude.
Cassia would be happy as one of his consorts.
Yeah, but Jude wouldn't.
No,
I mean,
Jude is the
Jude's
queen.
the queen.
I'm so glad that Balekin finally died. He was really making me mad.
She just always accidentally like kills somebody. It's
She's
like,
killed a lot of people so far.
Here he pauses and then turns to me, and today I will dispense justice. Do you deny you murdered Prince Balekin, ambassador of the understanding brother to the High King? I don't know.
I wish I could Google, did Jude and Carden have sex?
Gosh.
Google it.
And no one's talking about that, I think.
I think that's a Googleable term.
Y'all, this is 3
Question.
paragraphs before the end of the book. 4 paragraphs.
I know, and then it's just like, it's
Brutal.
Yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
Our eyes meet, and the odd smile on his face is clearly meant for me. I remember what it was to hate him with the whole of my heart, but I've remembered too late.
Ooh.
Did you seriously find something?
Yeah. A bunch of theories, but one of the most likely ones is that Carden exiled Jude so no one would go after her. Remember at the end when she wasn't sure whether to admit to killing Baelkin or not, but did it anyway? Well, I think that Carden knew someone would go after Jude for killing him. Also, I'm pretty sure that Carden loves Jude and Jude loves Carden. Carden told Jude specifically that he trusts her. He can't lie. I don't think that this was intentional betrayal. If Carden wanted to get rid of Jude, why not leave her with the sea folk instead of bringing her back, marrying her, making her queen?
Yeah, that really is just like the wrench in the whole thing.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm going with cursed or protection.
Because she was basically already exiled. He could have just left her there.
It would be the popular thing to do. It just depends on what kind of writer Holly Black is, but we have no idea. Like Sarah J. Maas is renowned for happy endings. She ties everything up in a bow. Everybody's happy. We don't know what kind of writer Holly Black is.
Listen to this.
Okay.
Apparently someone asked Holly Black if Carden's wording of the exile was important, and she said, quote, "Remember, the wording is always important in fairy."
So can you read it again?
Okay, yeah, let's read it again.
Let me see if we can, see if we have any theories.
Hear my judgment. Carden says, authority ringing in his voice. I exile Jude Duarte to the mortal world until and unless she is pardoned by the crown. Let her not step 1 foot in fairy or forfeit her life. So can she go back?
Does it have to do with oak?
Or unless.
Until she is pardoned by the crown. So since it's like the conjunction. Until she is pardoned by the crown.
Pardoned by the crown. But she's a queen
Unless she is pardoned by the crown. Maybe he thinks he's gonna die. She would be queen and then rule until Oak. And then he would...
That's what I was about to say, because if she's there with Oak, how does it work with crowning somebody? Can she crown Oak herself?
I don't know. I think it talks about that briefly in the first book. But I think it has to be Carden to crown Oak.
But what if Carden dies? If Carden dies, that's the last one. Find another one?
What's this one? What's this one?
One person on a fan theory site mentioned that she thinks the earring Carden wears does something for him. She thought it indicated to him when Jude lies to him. Holly Black confirmed that it does something. But I also think Carden did something to Jude's ring.
Ooh, yes,
I forgot about the ring.
When
When
she
she
thought it was
married-
weird because he put the ring on
She
her
mentioned
finger.
that it's not customary to give him a ring
Yes,
in fairy.
right.
That has got to be glamoured or something. I agree that he exiled her to punish her for Baelkin, but also to keep her safe, and this allows her time to prepare Oak for the throne as well. If he wanted to fully betray her, then he could have used slightly different wedding vows and dissolved the marriage in front of everyone to fully strip her of her powers, but he let her keep those.
Do you think it's connected, the earring and the ring, and he gave it to her? So like he can keep like a connection? It's gotta be something. Or what would it do though? What would be the point of the ring?
Wow, what could you do to a ring? Know her whereabouts?
Know her whereabouts.
Know her feelings. It could somehow
Yeah.
transmit.
I would think it'd be more of like some sort of
Protection.
glamour, or no, like
No.
like some sort of, well, it could be protection, but like some sort of glamour, like so it does something to her, not just like a connection. Because of James Gesh, he can't charm her, right? Or
Right.
I don't know.
But he can give her a ring.
Yeah.
But how did he know that she wouldn't just chuck that ring into the...
It does say, I look for the trick because this must be one of those fairy bargains that sound like one thing but turn out to be something very different. So let me guess, you want me to release you from your vow for your promise to marry me, but then the marriage will take place in a month of never, when the moon rises in the west and the tides flow backwards. And he shakes his head laughing. If you agree, I will marry you tonight. Now, even right here, we exchange vows and it is done. There is no mortal marriage to require being presided over and witnessed. I cannot lie. I cannot deny you.
Guys, he has to have some sort of bigger plan.
Oh,
I
there's
gotta believe it.
There's definitely a bigger plan.
He's done with just being awful for awful's sake.
I hope so.
I think he has a plan.
If Carden is
Stuck
actually
on
a
those
good
theories.
person, if Carden is actually a good person, that would be good.
Let her not step 1 foot in fairy. And she says, what if the tricky part is let her not step 1 foot in fairy? That is the important part. He could have said let her not step foot in fairy, but he said 1 foot. So what happens if she steps 2 feet? Would she forfeit her life then? Could it be something so simple and silly?
Maybe.
Yeah.
1 foot in
Maybe.
fairy. Step foot in fairy.
That is very true. And it says here, you know, like, I don't know. I thought that maybe it was something with the wording where it just says, like, hear me say this, not take this as my word. You know, like he just says it. Like, it really doesn't mean anything. It's just, I don't know. I honestly have no idea what she's going to do. Only until Oak is old enough to rule, assuming that's what he wants. You could have everything you want at the price of merely releasing me from my vow of obedience. She should have never done it. I said no.
But if he really is scheming something for her benefit, then if she had his control, she could have messed it all up.
Yeah.
But why doesn't he just tell her?
I know.
Why can't they be team?
Right.
A team.
Like he's doing his big spill about being a team.
So-
That's what I just think there's something really weird about it.
Son, it must be something. I just had another theory.
What?
I just had another theory. Maybe it has to do with Matic. Because when she was gone for the whole month, remember it was talking about how they came together? Maybe it has something to do with, like, I can't tell her my plan because she's not going to want me. She's, like, not going to agree with me or something.
What, he's gonna assassinate
Like,
Maddox?
assassinate Matic or, like,
His Grand General?
something to do with...
He's not anymore. He released him of his vow to the king, and he was poisoned. Tyrion comes in, and she's like, "Yeah, we'll do it, but he has to be released from his vow." And Karn's like, "Okay," because I trust it too. But it really might have something to do with Matic. I think it's fascinating that Matic knew Jude was never going to betray Carden for Matic, so he had to use Tyrion because she would do it. But it's just so, I just can't stand Tyrion because she said that's what she wanted to do. Jude has never lied. She's always wanted to be in power. And then Tyrion was like, I just want to get married. And that was fine. That was perfectly fine. And she did that.
Why wasn't it enough?
Do you think it could be just Locke's influence? Like, you think that was all her? Or do you think Locke is the one who's like, oh, we should do this, like, do this for me, like, here's our plan?
Probably.
Because it didn't start until after the marriage. It
And
was a month later.
She can be glamored, right?
Yeah, right?
She can't always have.
So maybe Locke, maybe that's the
Berries.
only reason why Locke even wanted to marry her. so that he could have someone close to Jude.
That looks like Jude.
Yeah,
too.
think about how powerful that is. That totally could have been just Locke using Taryn. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sorry. She honestly is extremely talented.
Mm-hmm.
This is a book that I have not read before. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was so out there and extravagant and like just with the plot twists and everything and the dysfunction of it.
Yeah, it's like, and you try, like, after the first book, you're like, I've got it this time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Nope.
Orlog is gonna have to die, the queen. And maybe that'll make my
How do you say that? How do you say her name? Orla?
Orla?
Yeah. No, how do you say it?
Orla, and you said
Orlog.
and I said Orlaf. I don't know why. I just like
I think I said Orlog because it sounds like a sound that you'd make under the water. Like,
Oh,
Orlog.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like you're like,
Like bubbles coming out
yeah,
of your
like
mouth.
you're drowning. Yeah.
wow, that's
Yeah.
good.
Names mean everything sometimes in books. I think she's got to go, and then maybe, just like maybe, my Cassie will just go into the ocean and like stay there.
Unlikely. She's like a little puppy following Carden around.
But can't you see, like, at the end, Jude saying, like, maybe it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, but when I see, like, Carden and my Cassie at balls, at royal events, I'm happy for him. We share a look. We smile. I'm with my husband. I love him, but I have the peace that I need.
No, Jude could do that.
Like, spoiler,
She'd
that's
rather
what
kill him.
Katniss does. Her and Gil don't end up together, and they've got a relationship like Carden and Jude. Like, it's completely like, please don't come for me. I'm just, like, giving a really weird example. But, like, they have, like, this fire, and she was like, I just couldn't take any more fire.
I ship it. I ship Carden and Jude. I want them to be together. I
It's
hope he's
hard
good
for
in
me.
the end.
I
We'll
hope
see.
he's good. I
That's
do
all I
hope
want.
he's good. And whatever he does, I hope he's happy. And if he's with anybody, I want him to be with Jude, but...
I gotta be honest though, like I don't particularly like Jude.
That's interesting.
Why not?
I don't know, she's just very harsh and brutal, and
Says potato shreds.
I can do everything on my own, and my way or the highway.
See, it's so funny with protagonists. It's almost always like, oh, too harsh, or like, doesn't have backbone. You know, it's like, it's so hard to get like that character in the middle where people are like, okay, like they're not super crazy harsh, but like they're their own character. Like, that's a hard kind of because like she's like a cold-blooded killer. Like,
she's a cold-blooded
She's
murderer.
pretty brutal. She's definitely not, you know. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I just feel like a lot of girls wouldn't give Carden the time of day after all he's put her through. Anything about Vivi?
I don't like her. I don't like that she glamored Heather. Like, she doesn't even see anything. I think she is very selfish. She's very entitled. I don't like that either.
It's very ironic to me that she's the one who can't see that, and she's the one who's left, who's in the mortal world. So I got to that part and I was like, wow. It's like,
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
like, what, like why, you know, why would she care so much about being in the mortal world and like be so against the fairy world if she doesn't even see like the bad parts of it? You know what I mean?
Right,
like how vulnerable
Yeah, you're
are.
gonna bring Oak when everybody's literally told you, like, you can't bring
He's in
Oak
danger.
to this wedding.
Yeah.
She's like, nah, we want to come
I
earlier,
didn't really
actually.
Yeah, come early. Yeah, I didn't really like her that much either in this book.
I did not like her in this book, but maybe she'll have a redemption in the next one.
Like,
Maybe
what was
it'll
her
be
purpose in this book?
just to be a pain.
Just to babysit Oak. I don't know.
I loved Oak in this book.
Yeah.
Oriana, I liked her too. That was really, I don't want to lose his love.
Yeah.
I kind of think that was really sweet. Man, Maddox is just, he's so ingrained in Jude too. Like, anytime she was in danger, it was him talking to her. I thought that was kind of cool.
From the first book, I became what you made me. Became your daughter.
And I do think he loves Jude the most.
Yeah.
I wonder what the gift Vivi got Carden was, his coronation. Just wonder. Because she was like, you have to give it to him. So then I kind of thought maybe she's the one that gave him the curse. Like, she just wants to be done with fairy. And she just like put something in the present.
Maybe.
She had like a vendetta to just like take down
Just take
Fairy.
it down.
Maybe that does tie in somehow. We never found out what it was, did we?
There was another thing that didn't come back that was kind of mentioned, but the girl who put the rocks and fell, and then she showed up at the end of Cruel Prince, and then it kind of mentioned a little bit under the sea that there was prisoners that they had captured the drowning. So she kind of put that in there, but then like
Did nothing.
did nothing with it.
And this book cover, because you know she released the book cover too, and it's like in ice. And I'm like, I do think it's kind of cool that it went from like dry to water to ice, like the different. But
It's in ice.
it's in ice. The crown's in ice and it's cracked.
The ice is cracked.
The crown, like the actual crown, is like broken, and then there's like a snake on it,
What?
and there's blood.
Holy moly.
She doesn't get to design the covers, right?
I'm sure she has input, right?
Well, the person who is
And they
has
all
read
have
it.
animals on them. The first one had a beetle, and this one's got a dragonfly, and the second, and the third one's got a snake. But I don't know what that means. Is this like going to be a fairy tale thing where it's like there has to be a sad ending for there to be a moral? Because all fairy tales have the moral, have a terrible ending so they can have a moral.
Yeah.
And she's got indoctrinated fairy tales in this whole thing, like the little poems and stuff. I don't know. Lindsay, I want it to be yours. I want it to be like the happy fairy tale. But I don't know. I guess we will see. In 8 months, we're going to get to sit here. Thank you so much for watching our review on The Wicked King. Be sure to subscribe and turn on bell notifications so you can catch every episode of the Fair Hair Trilogy. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Will stay, don't mind the way I won't play, don't like the game, 'cause I